people, I'm Bharat Acharya. Welcome to our new video. So today's video we are learning assembler directives of 8086. Yes, when you want to do assembly programming, you need to know how and when to use these assembler directives. Assembler directives are also called pseudo opcodes. Why such a name? Pseudo means false because these are not instructions. They don't execute. Hence, they don't have an opcode. Now, students say if they are not instructions, then why do we need them? We need them to define the structure of the program, to interact with the assembler, to create variables, to create functions, also called procedures, to define macros. Yes, so last week we ran this communication with all our subscribers on our website and we asked them which are the most important videos you would want us to make. We are taking requests from students. This is the #1 requested topic for 8086 which you students asked me to do. So that's the reason why I'm making this. Also, another topic requested by students was what is the difference between a procedure and a macro. The difference is small, so I don't want to make a separate video on it. I will be covering that also within this video when I'll be teaching you how to define procedures, how to define macro. That time I'll also be teaching you what is the difference between the two, when to use which one. So all of these assembler directives, I'm not only going to tell you what they are, I'm going to show you a sample program and show you the use, how to use these assembler directives in programs with examples and how to work around them to your own advantage. There are lots of assembler directives. Let me be very frank. I have put down 25 most frequently used ones. These are the ones that you use as an average student during program. Not only average, even a good student. As a student, these are the ones you'll be using. Then there are assembler directives used for professional level programming. The list goes endless. Like for example, in a C program, if you say you know C, you know the standard functions of C, but that doesn't mean a student knows all the standard functions of all the header files and all the library functions of C, because that is, after a point, it becomes academic. So for a person to do good C programming, there are set functions that a person should know. Similarly, for a person to do good assembly programming with 8086, there are a set of assembler directives that you ought to know because you use them a lot. So I've chalked out from my own experience and from question papers that come, I've chalked out the ones that students require and the ones that examiners love to ask. Okay, so like I said, I'll be explaining each one of them with examples. You need them A, to write programs, B, as a theory question. In Mumbai University especially, this is quite a frequently asked question. You will find it once in every 3 or maximum 4 papers. So good 25, 30, 35% chance of you getting this in your exam. This comes as a 10-mark question. Explain assembler directives. Some rare papers, they even use the other word. Explain pseudo opcodes of 8086. You should know assembler directives also called pseudo opcodes. The new trend, MCQ. Each of them is an MCQ question. When they say DB is used to, and then they'll give you 4 options. If you know what DB does, you'll be able to select the correct option. Of course, I selected the easiest one. DB is define a byte. I'm sure by now you know this. If you don't, good, you came to know right now. So anyway, so that's the scope of this video. I'll be showing you all of these assembler directives. The entire video will be there on my website, www.bharatacharyaeducation.com. The link is given down below. All you need to do is come to my website, register yourself as a user, select the 8086 course. This video will be there in the 8086 course. Hit the subscribe button. Of course, there is a fee involved, but the fees we've kept is so low so that even the poorest of people can afford. At the same time, it makes it viable for us to conduct this whole exercise. As soon as you make the payment, your course becomes active. For 6 months, you can watch all of the videos. 8086 is our highest subscribed course and has the most number of videos simply because 8086, a person when you learn 8086, you're not learning only 8086. It lays your platform, your foundation for 386, 486, Pentium and the whole 86 family. These assembler directives are not only for 8086. If you're learning 386, you need them. If you're learning Pentium, you need them. The programming language, the platform created by Intel with 8086 continues for all higher processors. So because of that, 8086 has the most number of videos. We have covered architecture, pins in min mode and max mode, all 40 pins with explanation are covered. Addressing modes, the entire instruction set, truckloads of programs, not only on the board, even on the simulator. Lots of theory topics, all the peripheral interfaces with their designing and their programming. And we keep making more and more videos. Right now, as students have requested, like I said, we did this exercise last week. So I got a bunch of videos requested by students. Those are the ones that we'll be making. Hope to see you there. Wish you all the best. Also, once you subscribe, you become my student. You have direct access to me. My WhatsApp number is given down below. Whenever you have a doubt while learning, connect with me on WhatsApp. As much as humanly possible, I do reply to each and every question that I get. You also get access to PDFs. With every video there is a PDF. The PDF of this video will contain the theory of all of these assembler directives with examples as and where applicable. And the same thing is with all the PDFs of all the answers. Wherever circuit diagrams are involved, programs are involved, etc. Everything. All the programs are given with comments in the PDFs. We keep updating the PDFs. We try to keep making them better and better as we keep getting feedback from the students. You also get PDFs of VIVA questions and MCQs. Okay, hope to see you there. Learn the subject the right way. Wish you all the best. Do well.